Catch My Vibe was recorded and produced by myself at Soul Merge Productions at Cessnock in the Hunter Valley, New South Wales, and then finalised at Seaford Rise in Adelaide, South Australia, 2017. Catch My Vibe, the fifth of the Emma Joel series. This album I called the Discovery album, purely because the album took the world by storm, especially over in the USA. The first track, Bring Me to Life, overexceeded any sort of expectations. It wasn't even a single. It reached a milestone of audio plays on Spotify. Maybe because it was the first track on the album? Not sure. I kind of wish I made a video for it and made it a single. But that's okay. The first single, Walking Into the Light, was the most watched music video of mine on Facebook. And it had plenty of audio plays to go with it.
I just can't get enough. 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 I'm now walking into the light. I just can't get enough. I just can't get enough. I'm now walking into the light.
Now, to continue the story from the last episode, my partner and I decided that it was time to make another change, an even bigger change. We packed up and moved from Cessnock and relocated to the southern suburbs of Adelaide in South Australia, just after New Year's 2017. We had previously flown down for a holiday the year before to see old friends, and I had made a few new friends, and pretty much just to see what it would be like to live there. I'm still here, aren't I? I love South Australia. It's very pretty here. So with Catch My Vibe already mostly recorded, I decided to set up my studio in Seaford Rise, where we were staying. I first set up in the garage, and then a little further down the track, once there was more space, I had my own room to set it up in. Once all set up, I finished off the record. So pretty much the first two songs, Bring Me to Life and Walking Into the Light, are very self-explanatory. Uplifting, positive. A brand new chapter opened. What else can I say? That this whole album possesses all of that. This record was and still is a big favourite. It even got other artists wanting to work and collaborate with me, such as Turner, James Fetch, Kelly Ray B, and Kojo Lenny. I worked with them on the side of what I was doing for myself at the time. It was a challenge. They all wanted something different. But this was my chance to step up and broaden my horizons and ride into the learning curve. And it was a lot of fun. After all of the artists I've worked with to date have taught me something new, and I want to thank you all for that. I feel very blessed that you opened my eyes and showed me the potential that I could reach. And I love you all for that. Where would I be without you? The next two songs I want to talk about off the album are Two Hearts and Beginning and Never Ending. These songs showed a lot of the area. I noticed with South Australia that the climate is very different to where I came from in New South Wales. Not humid, just very arid. Very hot in summer and very cold in winter. But the autumn and spring is a bit up and down. It rains a lot in winter. And the beaches, being in the west, that spun me out quite a lot. These two songs are pretty much written about what life has to offer in a new place. No limits, no fails, just go. And just do. Explore together. Make memories. Make the most of what you have around you. Now, while being on such a high and feeling good about life, I decided to create another cartoon for another music video. This time it was the song The World Untold. I created a space-themed storyline for the video. I thought it fit quite well. Travelling to the moon and wherever else in a spaceship and teleporting out of the spacecraft. I believe this whole album is about exploration. At the end of the video, it returns to a realistic clip of me looking into a telescope. Now that was my partner's idea to do that, and I thought it was quite smart. I want to thank him for that. Now, the single release, Catch My Vibe, was also a big hit. This song ended up on iHeartRadio and a few other peep shows and podcasts over in the USA. The song was very wanted at the time. The video also got a lot of plays. This dancey, energising tune got stuck in a lot of people's heads. That was my goal. That's what I was aiming for. And same with the other two bangers on the album, Dusk and Awesome. This album just didn't have a lot of negativity going on at all. It was the next happy-go-lucky album. Also being played in clubs in the USA was just very thrilling. Just as much as getting played on the radio. Getting airplay. Exciting times. The final release and final track on the album is Heart of Gold. This song is a very stripped back acoustic ballad that is absolutely gorgeous. Full of heart and full of soul, this song was obviously another soppy love song. Enough said. It was a great song to finish off the album. Now the cover art was another plain and simple bit of artwork. This time it had to have a green look to it. There was originally two different cover arts for Catch My Vibe, but for the online digital downloads, I used the second cover. I'm actually not sure whether I really used the first cover for this album, but the second cover really won over people's hearts, I think. I was kind of going by the theme, the grass is greener on the other side. Well, it may not be, but it's always nice to dream. But speaking of dreams, you can make them reality. I try to survive living my dreams every day by doing what I love to do. So after talking about this album, have you all caught my vibe? I'm sure you all have. The new beginnings are always good. They can be overwhelming and daunting at the start, but in the long run, it turns out right. Most of the time. You just have to make life yours and not someone else's. Make life with someone else. That's how it should be. If you're in a relationship. Stand for what you believe in, and if people don't like it, it's their problem, not yours. It's actually none of your business. Don't let anyone bring you down. Dance if you want to. Sing if you want to. Don't let anyone stop you. If they love you, they won't. That's my vibe. Have you caught it? I hope so. And I love you all.